Apparently.
And once it worked, he got rid of him.
Yeah.
So he'd get the credit. Like, that's how the
They
story
would go to a
goes.
park like Washington Square Park and put a mobile police unit. So there was a police station
yeah.
Right.
at the park where the drug dealers were 24 hours a day, 365
Yeah, like
days a year.
Thompson Square Park, when I first came down here,
Yeah.
you just didn't go there. It was
Right.
just, it was a transient, what do you, not transient city, I don't call it, it was just like, remember in Scarface when they were all living in tents underneath the fucking overpass? It was like that, like needles around and shit. You didn't, as a white person, didn't go to Alphabet City.
Times Square,
you
didn't, I mean, at a certain
Times Square
time of
was
night
all
you left.
creeps fucking jerking off and shit,
Yeah.
dude. It was fucking...
I went to an underground strip club. Maceo took me to an underground strip club. It was just in a parking lot building, and there was just these two bouncers with metal detectors, and they buzz you, and you went into a room, and it was the most horrific shit I've ever seen. I just remember I walked up to the bar, and I said, "Excuse me," and the bartender was getting like finger blasted by a guy. And then I looked to my right, and there was just an old white guy with sweatpants with a heart on.
No, my question is, why did you go there?
A guy was like, "You want to go to the Gold Medallion?" I was like, "Okay,
Who?
what's
What
that?"
guy?
Maceo. He's a comic.
Right.
Yeah, so I was like, "All right,"
Why didn't you say no?
because I didn't know what it was. Who says no to a
You think a titty bar, you think it's a titty bar. You don't think it's going to be that?
I'm thinking it was going to be the best. I had to throw my jeans away. I remember I threw my pants away.
Why?
Because some girl just came over and sat on them, and I could just smell fucking underground strip club. It was,
Oh,
it was
God.
fucking
And
terrible.
this is just when we got here. So that New York one, that was like 15 years before that.
What year was that when you came?
We came in like 94. So like in the late 70s, like this place went back. You could have bought any fucking PNIC glass. You could have bought fucking anything in here. People were leaving.
Yeah.
So how old were you? What, you came in 94, how old were you then?
26.
And so you already started doing stand-up?
I started in 92. So what I did, getting back to what we were talking about with the Boston guys, was those guys started that scene and they weren't leaving, and we weren't going to be funnier than they were. So there was this glass ceiling.
Yeah.
So you had to leave, and we saw guys like Anthony Clark left, Joe Rogan left, and we saw these guys that we loved leave and make it. So we were like, well, that's what we got to do. We got to get the fuck out of here. So I started in 92, and by 94, we were already 2 years in. I was already like, I need to get down to New York. Plus, I started a little bit late, so I was already 26, and I was feeling like, fuck,
I
man.
started 38.
Yeah, I know, but it was just like,
Yeah.
yeah. But you were also at a TV show before, right?
Yeah, well, no, about the same time.
So
about the same
were
time.
in. You
I
were
was
in.
39. Yeah, 39. I was sort
No,
of around.
I lived at home with my parents till I was 27, dude. I was fucking, I was.
Why
just,
was that economic?
Yeah, I was saving up money. I paid off all my shit, and I paid off my student loans, and then I was.
So you went to college, and you wanted to be a comic. Forever.
Well, I didn't know that you could do it. It
I
just
know,
seemed
I know
like
what you mean.
show business was so far away when I was.
Yeah.
It was on TV, which was a million miles away. So it never dawned on me that there was a Boston comedy scene until like I thought I had to move to Hollywood to become a comedian. I didn't know I could go.
Yeah,
like,
we had
right
we
down
had a
the street.
massive. The one thing that Boston had before us, and we kept going. We had a massive community. Like we hung out every night.
Yeah, there was a scene.
We
there.
went to a club
That's what
every night and hung out after the more importantly after the show for at least an hour or two, just philosophizing, busting balls. And the one thing I explained to people too is that if you look at like all of us guys that came to New York, me, Dane, Billy, Patrice, Gary Gulman, just those guys, it came almost in the same couple of years. We're all completely different on stage.
Well,
Like,
yeah.
We're silhouetted differently. Like Patrice is always, Billy's always been Billy. Patrice is, I'm different. We're all
I
different.
love
like,
Patrice. I never got to meet Patrice.